on the way to reach my goals. A lot of those open and close.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Fighters Eye podcast. This is my UFC 319 Duplici versus Chimaev full card breakdown and prediction. I understand I was meant to do it Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, but it just didn't happen. One, because I wanted to wait till yesterday so that we could see what both the Ultimate Fighter finales are. One of them got canceled when I woke up, and then yesterday at like 11:30 p.m. they added another fight. So I'm doing it right now. So yeah, let's get into it. Also Bobby Green versus Diego Ferrer also got canceled. So yeah, damn, that sucks. Anyway, first fight, Ultimate Fighter finale. Joseph Morales versus Albity Idris. Albity Idris from Kazakhstan, same place as Shavkat and Aslat Maximum and what's his name? Asu Almabayev. I believe he's also from there. So yeah, he's 10-0. Most of his wins come by knockout. Well, 44% come by knockout, 44 by decision, and then 11% by submission. He's pretty good. He's pretty good. I'm gonna be honest. Excuse me. I didn't watch The Ultimate Fighter this year. I didn't. I just didn't care enough to. I was busy. But I mean, he's beat some pretty good guys. I don't know how to say this dude's name, but Temur Zaparov is pretty good, as well as Aslan Udigalev. He's pretty good too. He beat them. His last fight before the Ultimate Fighter, he hasn't fought like in like an actual like record fight in over a year, but he had a round one ground and pound. He's one of the finalists in the Ultimate Fighter. I need to catch up on those fights, but he's 10-0, looks to be pretty good. And then Jose Morales or Joseph Morales, excuse me. He's fought in the UFC. He's fought Davidson Figueiredo. He went 1-2 in the promotion and got cut. But he still got to win. I believe it was by finish too, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. It was by rear naked choke in round one. And then he got knocked out by Figueiredo, and then he had a split decision loss. And then he actually stopped fighting for damn near 3 years, came back, and it was on a 3-fight win streak. So, and then obviously he's in the Ultimate Fighter. Joseph Morales, um, he's more like a wrestler. Most of his wins come by submission, 50% to be honest, never been submitted. But he only has 2 losses. So, and the knockout loss, I'm not gonna blame him because it's Davidson Figueiredo, and Davidson Figueiredo was fucking sleeping everybody at flyweight. So, yeah, he's a grappler. But my problem with this is if Joseph Morales can't get the fight to the ground, I think Idris is going to be able to control the range and piece him up. I think Idris has such a clear advantage on the feet. Um, yeah, and like I just don't see how Joseph Morales wins this fight based off just standing. He's 30. Okay, Tapology does not have any of the information about Idris except he's 5'6". They're both 5'6". I don't know the reach of Idris because it's not even shown, but I would assume he has a longer reach because he's they're the same height, but he's younger, I do believe, and he's pretty lengthy for flyweight, to be honest. Yeah, he's pretty lengthy. He's also in really good shape. So I think I'm gonna go Idris by decision. This is not this good of a breakdown because I don't know these two really. But if Joseph Morales can't get the fight to the ground, I think Idris is just gonna be able to touch him up with the boxing calf kicks. Maybe throw a head kick every once in a while. I do believe I've seen him throw a couple head kicks in amateur fights. Or not amateur fights, like pro fights, but on the lower scale of them. So yeah, I think I gotta go Idris by decision. I'm gonna say 30-27. I don't see Joseph Morales doing anything that good in the grappling. Maybe he gets a takedown or two. Maybe he gets like an early round when he's the strongest and he's able to hold him down for a little bit. But I think Idris is going to control his feet or control the fight on the feet. Excuse me, control the fight on the feet for a decision win. And he looks pretty good. He'll go to 11-0. But yeah, Joseph Morales. I just don't think he would do that good. I think Idris will do a lot better in the UFC than Joseph Morales will. So yeah, next fight. Oh yeah, but yeah, give me Idris by decision. Next fight, Kareem Silva versus Diane Barbosza. I was meant to do an interview with Diane Barbosza like 5 weeks ago. Never happened. But she's pretty damn good. She's coming off a submission win over Diana Balbita. Not the best girl, but she also beat Ernesta Caracate. Not the best girl either. And her only loss, excuse me, in the UFC is Miranda Maverick, and she's beating Kareem Silva on the regionals. So she's already 1-0 against Korean Silva. This is a rematch. Diane won the first fight by decision. She fought Josephine Nunes on the amateur. She got knocked out. Is this the same? Yeah, same Josephine Nunes. Yeah, she got knocked out by Josephine Nunes, who's in the UFC, but I don't even think she's in the UFC anymore. But Korean Silva came in the UFC, was doing good, finishing people, dominating people. Looked really impressive. My thing won't load. I can't go back. There we go. Looks pretty damn good. And then she fought Vivian Araujo in November on the John Jones Stipe Miocic card on the main card. Should not have been on the main card, but it was. She fought her on the main card and lost because she gassed out and she just couldn't. She just isn't as good as people thought. But she knee barred Ketlin Souza. Ketlin Souza is pretty damn good. Or she's not bad, I should say. She beat Ariana Lipsy. That's an alright win. Guillotine Morena Morozo. That's not impressive. And then beat Poliana. I don't know who the fuck this is. Poliana. Wait, Poliane Botolo. I don't know who that is, but yeah, she beat her. I've never heard of that girl in my life. So yeah. I think on the feet, Carino has the advantage, but and in the grappling, like wrestling wise, but I think submissions would go to Diane. Like if we're going like straight up wrestling, like takedowns, clinch work, it's Kareen. But like if we're going like submissions, like arm bars and stuff, I think Diane has the advantage. But I'm gonna take Kareen Silva by decision. 29-28. 29-28, 29-28, 30-27. I think she will. There will be a competitive round. Don't know what round. I really don't care, but I think there will be a competitive round. But I mean, Karine Silva is the favorite. She's minus 170. Diane's 33, which I don't like. She's got a half-inch reach disadvantage. Karine's a little lengthier. So yeah, and she's just yeah, she's fought the better competition. She's been in the UFC longer and kind of fought the better competition. Like Miranda Maverick, Diane Barbosza went to decision with, but Miranda Maverick's not finishing people. So yeah, I gotta go Karine. She's in the rankings. She's number 11. I don't believe she is. I think she's 12, but Tapology is stupid. She's number 11 according to Tapology. I think she's going to win a 29-28, 29-28, 30-27 decision. And then she can go fight somebody ranked above her and, yeah, probably lose, honestly. Give me Karine Silva, though. Finally, on to the interesting fights. Nursultan Ruzaboya versus Brian Battle. I've been going back and forth on this one, boys. I believe I put Brian Battle on my parlay. I don't know if he wins, though. And I'll tell you why. Why is he moving up to middleweight? For what? You missed the weight against Randy Brown. Okay, but you fought in September. Like literally you fought September 28th and then you fought December 7th. That's not that long of a turnaround. That's actually a short turnaround for most MMA fighters. You don't need to move up to middleweight. And against someone like Nursultan, who's tall, whose right hand is like a nuclear weapon, it doesn't look good. Like Nursultan's lost in the UFC's to Joaquin Buckley by decision over a year ago. He TKO'd Sergio Dumas again. He poked him in the eye like 5 times. But his UFC debut, he slept Bruno Ferreira out cold in 77 seconds. Excuse me. Knocked out Eric McConaughey. Eric McConaughey just won. And he had like a really great fight against Dustin Soltz back in May. Excuse me, I don't know why I keep doing that. But yeah, so this is, what is it, August? Yeah, it's a little less than 3 month turnaround for Nursultan. Brian last fought in December. I don't know who to pick. Brian is the favorite. And I think his way to the win is output. Nursultan's more of a counter striker. He'll take his time, bop, reset, bop, bop, reset. Brian will walk forward, put you in the pressure. But I don't know if he can do that middleweight. And I'll tell you why. Because for 170, he's a physical dude. Brian Battle is big. He's strong for 170. That's why he beat Randy Brown. He was able to outmuscle him, hold him against the clinch, outwork him in the clinch, take him down because he was physically stronger. He's not going to be physically strong against Nursultan. I've seen pictures of Brian Battle. He looks fat. He doesn't look like big meaty boy, like in shape. He looks fat. and it's extra 15 pounds of, I guess, not getting knocked out because your chin's gonna hold up better because you're not cutting as much weight. But and I guess Brian Battle's chin is better than Dustin Stoltzfus. But Stoltzfus is a genuine 180 fighter. Battle should fight at 170. He's made the weight before. He just missed it by like not that much. I think like no, I think it was like 3 pounds. But like I don't know why Brian is doing this. I don't like it for him. I'm gonna take him as the pick. It's a 50-50. I like Brian. I actually really like Brian. He's one of my favorite unranked fighters in all the UFC. But Nurzulton can sleep him, and that's like what I'm afraid of. That Brian Battle is going to throw too much output, leave himself open too much, and later in the fight, Nurzulton's gonna have the reads and just sleep him with a right hand on the chin. And it could happen, but I'm gonna take Brian Battle by decision. I'm literally gonna say like 29-28 decision. I think Nurzulton's gonna get this first round. I think Nurzulton's gonna hit him with some hard shots early. And Middleton doesn't have necessarily a bad gas tank. He does slow down as the fight goes on, and Brian Battle really doesn't. He has a damn good gas tank. But we've seen that mostly at 170. He's 7-1 in the UFC. His only loss was at welterweight to Renat Fakhretdinov. So that's not a bad loss either. That's his only loss in his by decision. And he got a knockout of the year against Takashi Sato, beat Trishan Gore, beat AJ Fletcher, knocked out Kevin Gisette in Paris. And then his last one, he beat Randy Brown. So, yeah, I'm going to take Brian Battle as the pick, 29-28 decision. But if Nurzulton sleeps him with a right hand late in the fight after Brian is throwing, like, if Brian leaves himself open too much and Nurzulton gets reads and sleeps him with a right hand, I wouldn't be surprised. But I think Brian's got it. I don't think Nurzulton has, like, this one-shot KO power. I think he has the one shot to drop you power, and then if he falls up for ground and pound, you're probably done. But I don't think he's like what's his name? Anthony Johnson or like whatever. Bro, I'm so bad with names, bro. I swear I like suck at names. But I don't think he's like Francis Ngannou for a second. I don't think he's gonna hit you with one clean shot and you're going to bed. So I'm gonna go Brian Battle. Hope he wins though because he's on my parlay, so I'll take him. Next fight, sorry, bro, I'm really out of breath. I just went on a long run and I'm sweaty. Next fight, Edson Barboza versus Jakar Cloak. Mm. Edson's the favorite, but he hasn't fought since, I believe, May of 2024 against Lerone Murphy in a main event, and he kind of knocked out Lerone Murphy with an up kick in the first round, but bro survived, and Edson ended up gassing out, losing the fight by decision. It was the fight of the night. And before that, he beat Sadiq Yusuf in a fight night main event, and then before that, he KO'd Billy Cortillo. So, yeah, he was meant to fight Steve Garcia. Thank God he didn't, because he would have gotten slept. He was meant to fight Ilya Taporia at one point, which... Holy shit, he would have gotten fucking killed. But yeah, he's fighting Jakar Cloak. Definitely a step down compared to the dudes he's been fighting. But Jakar isn't bad. I've seen him fight in Tampa. Had like the worst performance he could ever have. Didn't do anything important. Got hit with a flying knee and then put into a guillotine and punched the wall. Like Joe Alvarez hit him with a flying knee. And he kind of went out for him and his head was dangling. He locked him like this and just went and just punched his head while having one arm around the chin. It was kind of nasty. So yeah, that happened. So that was his last fight. That was in December. And they both have iffy chins. Like if you hit Jakar Cloak with something like a front kick out the middle, like clean, you're gonna put him to bed. But if Jakar clocks him with like an overhand or like a knee and like I could see Jakar working him in the clinch, and as the starts breaking, eats like a knee to the head and gets knocked out from it. I actually don't know who to pick here because I think Jakar's a good underdog. He's only plus 130. I don't know who to pick here. I want to lean Edson just based off experience. He's fought at lightweight before. He was in the top 5 at lightweight, and then he moved down to featherweight. Had an all right run. Now he's back at lightweight, but he's pretty damn old. He is 39 and a half. He is coming in with a 5-inch reach advantage, though. So that definitely does play in his favor when it comes to leg kicking and staying in a range where he can hit Jakar and Jakar can't hit him. But Jakar's a good wrestler. He is. He has good double legs. He has good ankle picks if he needs in the clinch. He's good body shots in the clinch as well. And he's strong. He's a physical dude as well. I actually don't know who to pick here. Could go either way. I can see Edson with a highlight reel KO, or I can see Jakar with a decision based on wrestling. And I don't know how likely it is. Edson has the same speed and the same oomph in his kicks nowadays, and that's why I'm kind of leaning Jart Cloak. I mean, Edson's 18-12 in the UFC. That's a crazy record. I mean, bro, the people he's fought is insane. Paul Felder, Tony Ferguson, Bobby Green, Donald Cerrone, Anthony Pettis, Beneil Dariush, Khabib, Kevin Lee, Dan Hooker, Justin Gaethje, Paul Felder again, Dan Ige, Shane Burgos, Gigi Chikadze, Lerone Murphy. He was meant to fight Josh Emmett at one point. I keep going. Oh yeah, hold on. John McDessie, Danny Castillo, Evan Dunham, Michael Johnson. He's fought pretty much fucking everybody. So, and Jakar's up there in age as well, which is like iffy too. He's 37. So, pretty much 37 and a half. I'm going to go Jakar Cloak by decision, 29-28. And I'll tell you what, Edson is washed. Believe it or not. He went 5 rounds with Lerone Murphy. Cool. Lerone Murphy doesn't finish people. He doesn't. Edson got 10-8'd in the first round against Sodiq Yusuff, who is not all that like we thought he was. He's on like a 3-5 losing streak, Sodiq Yusuff. He hasn't won since the Edson Barbosza fight. And Edson just broke him over time, which is bad. That's a bad look for Sadiq, dude. I get it. Edson's a veteran. I get it. He's smart with fight IQ. I get it. He kicks hard. I get it. He's elite. But why are you getting broken mentally by him? He doesn't break people mentally. He sparks people out cold, but he's not like a Justin Gaethje, bro. He's not gonna keep on you. He's not gonna keep hitting you hard and hard and hard and talking in your face, breaking like Ilya Taporia. Like fighting Ilya Taporia, you pretty much get broken mentally before you get in the cage. Edson doesn't have any of that, and he was still able to break Sadiq Yusuff mentally after like 2 rounds, which is not good. And he almost slapped Sadiq with the spinning heel kick. So yeah, I gotta go Jakar. I think Jakar's gonna know to put in the wrestling. If Jakar doesn't use his wrestling, he's losing. I'll say that. He's not gonna out kickbox. He's not gonna outbox. He's not gonna knock out Edson. If he uses wrestling and clinch work, this is his fight to win. If he uses wrestling and still loses, that's purely on him. And I think he should know that, bro. Because they both have iffy chins. And I mean, either of them could get knocked out. I don't see it though. I don't see Edson flying near him, and I don't see Jakar overhanding or kneeing Edson out cold. Like, I think Jakar's just gonna work him in the clinch, work him with the takedowns, just drag him down, gas him out, be on his back, hit him with like little shots to make him tired and think more. And I think Jakar's gonna get a decision win. I would love to see Edson win, but I actually think Jakar's not bad. So give me Jakar Cloak by decision. Next fight, Chase Hooper versus Alexander Hernandez. MMA Guru said something very interesting about this fight that I never thought of. When this fight was announced, I said Chase Hooper has another free win because Hernandez grappling is bad. It's not. I was wrong. That's my fault. If we look at let's see. If we look at Chase Hooper's lightweight career, Nick Florian by decision, not in the UFC. Jordan Lever by submission, round 1. That's a good win. Vyshyav Borshev, he has no grappling, so that doesn't count. Clay Guida, literally, I believe, retired after that fight. That's not a good win. Jim Miller, old, and you couldn't finish him on the ground. And you were kind of getting put in bad positions. That's not that good. And now you're fighting Hernandez, who isn't old, who has skill, who's winning fights consistently still, and like on a semi-consistent basis. He's 32. Chase is 25. So Chase is really young. He's a minus 290 favorite. I don't agree. It should be like minus 150. This is a really close fight. And Hernandez is the better striker. I mean, the people he's losing to are Damon Jackson. That's not bad. I mean, it's not bad, but he got submitted by Jim Miller. So, Bill Algeo, he retired. Billy Cortillo, that's not a bad loss. Renato Moicano, that's definitely not a bad loss. Thiago Moises isn't a bad loss. Drew Dober isn't a bad loss. Don Cerrone isn't a bad loss. So yeah, he doesn't have any loss where it's like, oh, you lost to him. Like the worst thing for him is that he went to a split decision with Austin Hubbard, who isn't fucking good. But he still won, so I'm gonna count it. Um, I'm tempted to go with Hernandez, dude. Because Hernandez can scramble. He's smart off his back for the most part. On the ground, it's gonna be nerve wracking for him. because Chase is so elite on the feet or on the ground, excuse me, that it's gonna be like, ooh, can he survive? Ooh, can he? And I don't think he can, to be honest. So I am gonna go Chase Hooper by submission. I'm gonna say round 2. I believe this is the first finish I've picked for the entire card. Yeah, it's like literally the first finish I've picked for the entire card. I am gonna go Chase Hooper, excuse me. Chase Hooper by submission round 2, probably rear naked choke. I can see a rear naked choke, or I can see a heel hook. Chase Hooper has gotten somebody with a heel hook before, I do believe. So I think he's gonna come out here and get a submission win and fight someone like Mateusz Rebecki or Drew Dober or Matt Favola, someone right outside the top 15, or Chris Duncan, someone like that. So yeah, give me Chase Hooper by submission. Hope he wins though, because I actually really like him. Next fight, Jessica Andraj versus Lupi Godinez. 2 ranked women. Lupi ranked 13. Jessica Andrade, I believe, was like ranked 10 at strawweight. It doesn't show, but I believe she was ranked above her. Lupi's a slight favorite, and one thing about Andrade is she or not just Lupi. She loses fights she's supposed to win, and she wins fights she's supposed to lose. It's such a weird thing for her. She never comes in with the right game plan. If she's meant to strike, she'll grapple. If she's meant to grapple, she'll strike with them. It's so stupid to me. And Entourage hits like a truck, and she needs to grapple. But I don't know if I trust Lupi to grapple because her fight IQ is pitiful. It's so bad. She doesn't do anything. She's never knocked anybody out. Like she's a decision machine. She's literally a decision machine. She beat Julia Palashi. That's an all right win. It's all right. She lost to Mackenzie Dern and Verna Janjarova, 2 top contenders. Not that bad. And then she beat Tabitha Ricci. All right. She submitted Elise Reed. Elise Reed sucks. She went to a split decision with Cynthia Calvillo, who's bad. Who's old and bad. So it's not looking good. I am going to take Entourage, bro. I can't pick Entourage, but I'm going to pick her. I'm going to pick her by knockout, bro. Lupi Godinez, I don't think is going to wrestle. She's stupid. No disrespect, but she is stupid. She doesn't ever do what she's supposed to do, bro. In all the fights that Jessica Andrade has been taken down in, she's been finished since like 2018 for like the past 8 years. Every single time she's been taken down in a fight, she has been finished in the fight. But Lupi can't finish people, and she doesn't come in with good game plans. Like, and Jasmine Jasavizia submitted Entourage back on May 10th, like not that long ago at all, like 3 months ago, a little over, in round 1. It was crazy. And then before that, she lost to Natalia Silva, who's the #1 contender. But she beat Madrina Rodriguez. She knocked out Mackenzie Dern. Like, she beat the hell out of Lauren Murphy. She submitted Amanda Lemos. Like, Entourage is not bad. Most of her wins come by finish. I'm going to say she knocks out Lupi Godinez in round 2 or 3. I think round 1, Lupi will try to take down, and I think Entourage will stop it, and then I think Lupi will, like, literally just stop wrestling. I think she'll be like, oh, I can't take her down. I'm just going to outstrike her. And she's going to get caught on the chin. She's going to get hit with a wild haymaker and get put out. Because Entourage has some nuclear weapons in her hands, bro. Like, if she hits your chin, you're going to bed. So, yeah, she can be knocked out, but Lupi is not knocking her out. Like, yeah, I got to go Jessica Andrade. She's 17-12 in the UFC. Lupi is 8-5. Lupi is the favorite, which I kind of agree with, but I think Entourage is going to put her out cold in round 2. Like, I think she's going to actually knock her out with, like, a crazy shot. So, yeah, give me Entourage. Hold on. I don't know what the fight is that just got announced, the random fight. So, feature prelim, I guess. Jeremy Sharp versus Owen Jch. I could pull it up on Instagram, but I just don't feel like doing it because I don't have my Instagram on here. So, I'm not even going to break down the fight because I really don't care either way. Jeremy Sharp versus Owen Jch. I'm going Owen Jch by KO in round 1. And GM3 is old. I really like GM3. I was trying to get an interview with him. I really hope I do. He's plus 190 underdog, but he's 37. Owen Jch is 30.5. And he's been a dude in the UFC who has so much skill, but not the right coaches and not the right team around him. He's literally 8-7 in the UFC. But now he's training with the fighting nerds. and I think this is going to be a game changer for him, training with the fighting nerds. Because he's actually lost to one of the fighting nerds, Kyle Borhalio. But he's knocked out Chidi Njokuani. He's knocked out Shadrigas Dumas. He went to an alright competitive decision with Shara Magomedov. He's fought Michel Pereira. He's fought Kevin Holland. He's fought Dustin Jacoby. He knocked out Sam Alvey. He beat Modestas Bukowskis, which is a pretty good win. He's fought Khalil Roundtree. He's fought Jimmy Crew. Like, he's fought some good guys, bro. He's honestly fought some really good guys. And that was all. Most of that was at light heavyweight, but now he's at middleweight. And GM3 has also fought some really good guys. He's fought Rainier DeRitter, Brad Tavares. Let's see, Andre Petrosky, Joe Pfeiffer, Dustin Stoltzfus, Hamzat Chimaev, Eric Anders, Kevin Holland, Jack Hermanson, Thiago Santos, Sam Alvey. Like, he's fought some pretty decent guys, but I don't know. I just don't see a way he wins this unless it's by submission. But I don't think he's gonna submit Michel because he's training. Because Michel is training with such a good gym. He's fought Trevor Giles as well. Jeremy Short. So yeah, I don't. Excuse me. I don't see GM3 getting the ground. Excuse me. Getting the fight to the ground. I think this is gonna be a striking battle, and I think Michel is gonna put him out in round one because Michel has some really good power, and training with the fighting nerds again. Training with the fighting nerds is gonna help him so much. It's helping him so much. We could already see it in training, and we saw it in the Dumas fight because he trained with the fighting nerds for that fight as well. So we've already seen it, which makes you just feel like it's gonna help even more since we've already seen it. So I think Michel's gonna crack him. I think he's gonna drop him. I think he's gonna get him out there with the ground and pound late in round one. I think it'll be a slow round, and I think Michel will eventually find the reads and crack him, and follow up with some ground and pound for the win. So give me Michel and Jch by round one KO. I actually will break down the King Green versus Diego Ferrer fight because the source that is saying it's canceled is not. It's actually a really dog shit source. It's such a bad source to fucking listen to. Yeah, people still listen to it because they're idiots. So I'm gonna break it down. Diego Ferrer versus King Green. Featured freedom. I'm gonna break it down because the people that are saying it don't know anything what they're talking about. And neither fighters confirmed it. They're saying Diego Ferrer confirmed it. He didn't. They're lying. So, yeah. So King Green versus Diego Ferrer. I am gonna go Diego Ferrer by KO. Bobby Green, man. Bobby Green or King Green. I'll actually be respectful. King Green. That's his real name. He changed his name to King. But King Green, man. I like him. Big fan. Was so happy when he knocked out Grant Dawson. Obviously, I like Grant Dawson as well, but I liked Bobby Green more at the time. Excuse me. I don't know what is happening, but yeah. I gotta go Diego Ferrer. I'm gonna go Diego Ferrer by round 3 KO. I think this fight will be. I think this, if the fight is still happening, I actually don't know, but I think this is how the fight's gonna go. So round 1 will be super close, and Bobby Green will get it. He's gonna throw more output. He's gonna hit him with 1-2s. He's gonna land these the clinch, but Diego will get him against the cage at some point. Maybe get a takedown or two. Green will work his way up, defend these submissions, get back at range late in round 1, and touch him up a little more. Win the round based on volume and damage. Round 2, Ferrer will start getting his read on the feet. He'll start kicking the legs. He'll start kicking the body. He'll start throwing jabs to the body and then an overhand. And Diego Ferrer will get round 2 based off just counter shots. Maybe he'll get another takedown, hold him down a little longer. Round 3, King Green's going to go in his element. He's going to start round 3 fresh. You know, he's lost round 2. It's 1-1. King Green will start peppering with jabs. And he's going to be against the cage. Diego will fake a takedown. Green will drop. Green, will lower his low to stop it. They'll go back to striking, and then Green will fucking do something stupid. Because he doesn't defend with his hands up. He just moves his head like that. And that's how he gets knocked out. Because he never defends anything with his hands up. And I think Diego will crack him with the overhand and put him out. I mean, Michael Johnson got brutally slapped by Diego Ferreira after. Oh, yeah, he got slapped by Diego Ferreira. But now he's out here beating Daniel Zellhuber pretty decisively. And I think King Green will just be against the cage, trying to slip away, and he'll just get caught with a nasty overhand. and actually put out cold, and he might retire. Because when Bobby Green gets knocked out, it's not like he gets dropped in ground and pounds. It's he gets put out stiff. So I think Diego Ferrer will put him with an overhand, catch him round 3, he'll KO him. I mean, Diego Ferrer beat Mateusz from Betsky, and he got dominated by Grant Dawson, but Grant Dawson's wrestling is elite. Yeah, I mean he freaking stopped Rebecki, bro. He TKO'd Rebecki, and right before that, that's when he slept Michael Johnson. I mean, he got submitted, or he tapped the strikes to Mateusz Gamrot, but that's not a bad loss. And Bobby Green has fought everybody. Like, he's fought Poirier, he's fought Michael Johnson, he's fought Tony Ferguson, I do believe, Mauricio Rufi, Jalen Turner, Patty Pimblett, Tony Ferguson. He did Islam Makhachev, Quinta, Fiziev, Moises, Jakar Cloak. Yeah, he's fought Edson Barbosza, James Krause. Like, he's fought everybody there is to fight. So, yeah, I think Diego Ferrer is going to sleep him with an overhand in round 3. I want King Green to win, but I'm picking Diego. On to the main card. Sorry, this breakdown video is not the best. I work in a little bit, so I need to hurry up with this. So, but I'm trying to give accurate breakdowns. Main card opener: Tim Elliott versus Kai Skora. This is not gonna be a long breakdown. Kai Skora by KO is my pick, round 1 or 2. It's not going long. Tim Elliott, bro, he's coming off a win against Sumu Darji almost 2 years ago, like over a year and a half ago. And Sumu Darji was on a bunch of losses at the time, but he beat him. He submitted him. And then he was meant to fight Tattoo Retire. He had to pull out for whatever reason. Don't even remember that. Didn't even know that was a fight. Was beating Muhammad Makayev until he got submitted. He lost to Mateus Nicolau. He's beat Tagir Olombekov. He's fought Davidson Figueiredo. He's fought Brandon Royval. He's fought Askar Askarov. He's fought Louis Smoga. He's fought Demetrius Johnson. He's fought Joseph Benavidez, John Dodson. Jeez. He's fought everybody. That's the point. Wait, was that Mike Perry? Oh, Mike Berry. I was like, what? So he's fought a lot of people. But I think Kai Skora is going to get a highlight reel KO in this fight. Flying knee or like something crazy. Tim Elliott's old, bro. He's 38. I believe 39, 38. I think he's 38. He's 38. Kai Skora is only 31, about to turn 32. But he's taller by an inch, and he has a 3-inch reach advantage. And I think he's just going to put him out cold. I think Tim Elliott should have retired. He was injured. That's why he's been off for so long. He should have just retired after getting injured, but he's coming back. And I think he's going to get hit with a KO, a flying knee or something. Tim Elliott's way to win this is just mixing up the grappling, tiring out Askar later in the fight, and then taking over. But Kai can submit him. He can knock him out. He could beat him up for 3 rounds. Elliott can't submit him. He damn sure cannot knock him out. So the thing is he'll win like a close decision, and he's not gonna. Askar is gonna hit too hard, and I think it's going to get to a point where Askar is touching him up on the feet. Tim Elliott will crack him with like a 3-piece, and Kai will go, your punches don't hurt me. I can take that to give you a punch. I can take a jab straight in the eye to give you an uppercut. And then that's where he's going to get slapped, right there. The second Kai Sakura realizes that Tim Elliott doesn't hit hard and that he is willing to take a clean shot from Tim to crack Tim Elliott back, is when Kai Sakura will knock out Tim Elliott. Will beat his ass and knock him out. So I'm going to go Kai Sakura by round 2 KO. I'll give the benefit of the doubt, probably round 1. But I think he's going to brutally KO Tim Elliott. So yeah. Next fight, Jared Cannonier versus Michael Venom Page. Been saying for the longest time Jared Cannonier was going to win by KO. I just don't see it anymore. I just don't see it anymore. But I am going to take Cannonier by decision. I don't think he's knocking out MVP. But I'm going to take Cannonier by decision, and I'll tell you why. Because Michael Venom Page is a welterweight. He's not a middleweight. He came up his last fight middleweight, beat Shara Magomedov. Obviously, Shara Magomedov is not what we thought he was. And Michael Venom Page put on a good performance and won. Now he's fighting somebody in the top 8, Jared Cannonier, who fought at heavyweight and won, who fought at light heavyweight and won, and now he's at middleweight, who's fought the damn who's who, Robert Whitaker, Marvin Vittori, Israel Adesanya, Nasruddin Imavov, Kyle Braulio, Jack Hermanson. He's fought everybody there is to fight, dude. Derek Brunson, Kelvin Gastelum, Sean Strickland, Gregory Rodriguez in his last one. He knocked out Gregory. Like, he's fought so many good people at middleweight. And I think he's going to know. I'll say this, there's not one guy in the UFC in any division that can beat MVP in a straight up striking. You're going to lose, especially Cannonier. He's flat footed. He needs to wrestle. And I actually think he will. I actually think he will. I think Cannonier will try slipping in, kind of like Mike Tyson, try to find a good entry into the close range. He'll shoot double legs. If he can get a hold of MVP, he's stronger than MVP. MVP is not a real middleweight. He's a welterweight that is moving up to middleweight. I think if Cannonier can get his hands on MVP, it is Cannonier's fight to win. I think he could rough him up, land some elbows in the clinch, some knees to the body, pick him up, double leg him. I'm going to go Cannonier by decision, split decision. I think this fight will be razor close. I think MVP will definitely do way, way better in the striking. And I think he'll definitely outland Cannonier with like leg kicks and front kicks and knees, and he'll probably try a spinning kick 2 or 3 times. Probably try a flying knee when Cannonier feints a takedown. So yeah, I'm gonna go Cannonier by decision, split decision. Excuse me, but I don't know why my body is doing this, bro. I'm super tired all of a sudden. But yeah, sorry. Give me Cannonier by decision, split decision, and yeah, it could go either way. I mean, one thing MVP was like one thing everybody thought was when MVP got to the UFC would be highlight reel KOs. We haven't had any highlight reels. There's been nothing crazy that he's done besides like beat up Kevin Holland, who isn't that good. So I gotta go Cannonier. I think he's the real. I know he's the real middleweight, and I actually think he's gonna be able to outpower and rough up MVP. So yeah, give me Cannonier. Next fight, featured fight, Jeff Neal versus Carlos Protesz. When this fight was first announced from Miami, I thought Protesz would get a KO, but when it got canceled and I saw how Protesz fought against Ian Gary, I realized I don't think he's gonna KO Jeff Neal. I think this is gonna be a Protesz decision. I'm gonna say 30. I'm gonna say 30-27. Maybe even a 30-26. So I think Jeff Neal, his boxing is better, but not his overall striking. Like his hands are better, but hands and feet combined, I think Protesz has the advantage. I think he's gonna be able to keep him at range. If Jeff Neal tries getting in, Protesz has amazing knees to the body, and I think he's just gonna be able to snipe him with knee. Jeez, bro. I don't know why I keep yawning. I think Protesz is gonna be able to snipe him with knees in the clinch, and I think, or not in the clinch, like in close. Like when Jeff Neal, because he definitely is shorter. He definitely has a reach disadvantage. He does. He has a 3-inch reach disadvantage, and he's 2 inches shorter. I think if Jeff Neal is slipping in, I think Protesz can land these knees to the body. I think he'd whip body kicks at him at range, whip the leg kicks. And I think Protesz could use long range weapons to keep Jeff Neal at bay. And then when Jeff Neal gets in, that's when he can land these knees to the body. That's when he can snipe him with a pull back straight. If Jeff Neal tries to shoot the jab, you pull back, hit him like that. With 2-3, you pull back. And I think Protesz will win all the rounds. Maybe Jeff Neal gets the first, but just based off Protesz is more of he downloads his data first and then starts shooting and starts putting hands on people. But like I don't I don't see Protesz losing around against Jeff Neal. Jeff Neal is very one dimensional. His wrestling's all right. He's not gonna wrestle in this fight. He's gonna want to strike and he's gonna get put out. He even said he's preparing for a one round fight, which kind of does make me nervous. He's gonna rush into something and get slept in round one. But Protesz isn't like Protesz slept Charles Radke in round one, and it wasn't a slept. It was he kneed him in the body and stopped him. He put out Neil Magny cold in round one, but that was at the very end of round one. So, and Neil Magny isn't the best striker. Like we all knew Protesz had the major advantage in striking. I mean, he took Mitch Ramirez to round two, bro. Trevin Giles to round two, and he was losing that fight to Trevin Giles. So, yeah, give me Protesz by decision. I'm going to say 30-27. So, yeah, co-main event. Lerone Murphy versus Aaron Pico. I'm gonna pick Aaron Pico. I'm gonna pick Aaron Pico by KO, brother. And I'll tell you why. Lerone Murphy, first of all, what you did in that fight against Josh Emmett, you need to get knocked out for it. You are boring. You don't go in there to win. You go in there to survive and make fights boring. You don't put everything on the line. And that's why you're undefeated, because you don't risk it. And Aaron Pico is the best opponent Lerone will have fought. He's 28. Aaron Pico is younger than Lerone. Lerone is a 34-year-old grown man, and we're calling him a prospect. He's not a prospect. He is a contender, and he's not even a contender because he hasn't beat anybody that could really solidify him in the top six. I mean, bro, you almost got put out cold against Danny in round one. You barely survived. I thought you lost the fight. You almost got slept by an old Edson Barboza with an upkick. Josh Coolabah you beat isn't even in the UFC anymore. You pretty much lost to Gabriel Santos. You got gifted a win because you were in London, and you knocked out Amir Americani, who you lost round one against. You're not that good. You knocked out Ricardo Ramos. Congratulations. You beat up Douglas Silva de Andraj, who's a 135er. And the Josh Emmett, you barely beat. I thought you barely won that fight because you didn't do anything. So, and Aaron Pico is a phenomenal wrestler, phenomenal striker, phenomenal in the clinch, great cardio, great chin, great wrestling defense, great defensive, great footwork, pretty all right head movement. He's pretty elite anywhere and everywhere the fight goes. And I don't even think Lerone has a good chin, bro. I think he makes fights so boring and throws so much that opponents can't really know what to expect, and that's how he wins. Because all of his fights are low output fights because he pisses me off, bro. And I think Aaron Pico's gonna knock him out cold. I think Aaron Pico's just gonna catch him. I think like Lerone doesn't keep his hands up when he pivots, and if he pivots, he can walk straight into a shot right on the chin. And I actually think he will. Uh, he did it against Deniga. He tried sliding out, like slid out like this, and got hit with the overhand. I can see something like that happening as well in round 2 or 3. I think this fight is not going that long. I'm gonna pick Aaron Pico by decision. Aaron Pico hasn't beat the best competition, but when he's finishing people, it's pretty brutally. I mean, ground and pound, punches, anaconda choke, overhanded and ground and pound, rear naked choke, left hook, punches, 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 body shot, punches. Like, he is damn near all finishes. He has two wins by decision, 2 by submission, and 9 by knockout. Yeah, I think he's gonna knock out Lerone Murphy round 2 or 3. And I think he'll be in the top 6. He might honestly get a title shot because Dana White seems really interested in Aaron Pico versus Volkanovski. So give me Aaron Pico. If Lerone wins, then I guess he kind of is justified for a title shot, considering he's beat then Aaron Pico, who was a new star, Josh Emmett, who was top ranked, Ige, who was ranked, and Barbosza, who was ranked. But like, yeah, I just don't think he's better overall than Aaron Pico, and I don't think Lerone has that good of a chin. And I think that's why he's the underdog. And he's 34, bro. He's hitting the end of his prime. Like, yeah, I think Aaron Pico has a lot more upside in this fight. And I think he's going to knock him out. So, give me Aaron Pico. Main event. Jeez. Dracus Duplici versus Hamzat Chimaev. If you know me, you know I don't like Hamzat. If you know me, you know I didn't like DDP and now I kind of do. If you know me, you know I've been saying since this fight was announced, DDP is winning. And he is. And if you know me, I've been saying he's going to win by TKO. I still think so. I'm going to go DDP by TKO. Round 4 or 5. I don't see Hamzat. I don't see Hamzat taking down DDP and choking him out in round 1. Like, you're doing it to Robert Whitaker, but you broke his jaw. It's not like you just, like, quit tapped. It was you broke his face. And he's already fought again since. Usman, who's a welterweight, you got gifted a majority win. It was a draw, in my opinion. You got gifted the win. You pull out. I believe you're the one. Him and Paulo Costa both pull out, so I don't know who the fuck pulled out. But you lost to Gilbert Burns. I know you lost. You lost that fight. You choked Kevin Holland. You choked Li Jingliang, Jeremy Mershart, Reese McKee, John Phillips. All bad. They're not good. GM3's all right. And then you were meant to fight Leon Edwards 3 times. Never happened. You probably would have beat Leon because Leon is trash at grappling, like we've all realized. You beat Leach, who is also not good at grappling. Gilbert Burns, I thought you lost to. Kevin Holland can't defend submissions. Kamaru Usman, you lost to. Nobody can tell me otherwise. I know you lost that fight. Or I know it was a draw. You didn't lose, but I know you didn't win, bro. And DDP is freaking out here beating everybody. Submitting Darren Taylor, submitting Israel Adesanya, beating Sean Strickland twice, knocking out Robert Whitaker, knocking out Derek Brunson, beating Brad Tavares, sleeping Trevin Giles out cold. Like, bro. And DDP got a nasty KO in his UFC debut. Like, bro, I think why did DDP get so many fights canceled? Jeez. But yeah, I really think DDP is gonna come in here and knock out Khamzat Chimaev. Like TKO him. I think Khamzat will death gas. I don't think he has a good gas tank. I don't think he has good fight IQ. I don't think his striking is that good. I don't think his power is that good. But his grappling is so good and he's so strong that it's like can't like that I know he's gonna take down DDP. I know he will. My one concern is DDP makes a lot of mistakes in every fight. On the feet, on the ground, in the clinch. He's clumsy, but he still wins. But can he do that against Khamzat, bro? Can he really go out here and give his backup and not get submitted? Can he roll and let Khamzat take his neck, but still fight off the choke? Can he? I don't know, but I think he will. I think DDP will go down as the greatest middleweight of all time, and I think he's gonna beat Khamzat Chimaev by TKO. I'm gonna say round 5. I think Khamzat will 10 him in the first. I actually think he also won the second. And then I think DDP will just come back in the third, start putting it on him, ripping body shots in close, throwing lead high kicks, throwing high kicks, throwing front kicks to the body. And Khamzat will start like he's having a mental breakdown like he always does. Round 4, he's gonna get his ass beat. He's not gonna get takedowns. He's just gonna have to stand with DDP. And I think DDP can lunge in, throw the little running punches that he does, and actually like clip a Khamzat with it. And if Khamzat makes it to that round 5 and survives that round 4, he's going to have no energy. He's not like his arms are gonna be dead, and DDP is gonna be looking at him tired, but not showing it, and making Khamzat think, "How is DDP not tired? Like what?" And DDP is gonna go out there and beat him because Khamzat. I don't think he's that strong mentally, and I think we've been proving that. Like against the Gilbert Burns fight, every time he had adversity, he showed weakness. Against Usman, he showed a lot of weakness against Usman, bro. And he's not that active. Like, I'm surprised he's fighting in August. I'm surprised, genuinely. And I think Khamzat's not winning, bro. I think Khamzat's losing. Yeah, so I'm going to take DDP by round 5 TKO to retain the middleweight title. Khamzat will probably go fight Israel Adesanya or Sean Strickland or somebody. He'll probably win that too. But, yeah. And then DDP can fight the winner of Nasruddin and Kyle Borralho or Anthony Hernandez, whatever they want to do. I don't think it matters. I think DDP beats all of them. So, yeah, I think DDP is. I think DDP is I know he's the underdog, and that's why I put him on my parlay because I think he's really live here, and I think he's way better on the feet, and I don't think Khamzat is going to be able to keep up with him after round 2. So yeah, I'm taking DDP. All right, bro. So those are my picks for UFC 319, DDP, Duplicis versus Chimaev. Let me know in the comments your predictions. Let me know your breakdowns. Let me know if you think I'm wrong. I know a lot of y'all are going to be like, Khamzat winning, Khamzat by submission. DDP can't do that. Like, DDP's winning, bro. Come back to this video. DDP's winning. So, yeah, thank you for watching. Sorry I'm out of gas, or not out of gas, like out of breath. Sorry this prediction was kind of bad, like this whole breakdown, because I'm really tired, and I'm probably going to go take a nap. So, appreciate you watching, and I'll catch y'all later.